Hello, everybody. I'm going to give everybody a couple of minutes to log in. We still have about 2 minutes. We are going to open up Q&A. You guys should be able to have a Q&A thing up. I enabled it for this one. So if you have any questions or anything like that or comments, just put it in there. And yeah. Yes, there we go. There should be a question up on your screen. So when you come in, it should say, hello, are you here for the demo? And you'll just answer that. We're going to give everybody a couple more minutes to log in. Just like last night, I will be having Facebook up as well. So if there's any questions or you want to see something or comment on something that I've posted on Facebook, please feel free to go ahead and do that. Just kind of chime in, be like, hey, Kayla, I have a question about this. And we will move on with our presentation. As you can see, I do have my name and Norwex information on here, but that's not showing up very well. Let's see. Have all my supplies strewn everywhere. Gonna give everybody a couple of more minutes. I'm gonna try to wait till 9:05, just for anybody that might be trying to log on or anything like that. Again, if you have been here for a little bit or just log in or anything like that, please be sure to answer the question. I clicked that the Q&A should be live and active. Whether or not it's working is yet to be determined. All right. So we're going to give people a couple more minutes. All right. And just in case the question thing isn't working, if you wouldn't mind to comment on the Facebook page, that, hey, I'm here, I see you, I hear you, that kind of thing, that would really help me out, just so I know I'm not talking to random cyberspace out there. So again, when you log in, check, see if there's a Q&A that is open in any way. And yeah. Aha, I get it. Aha. There should be something for you to ask a question. Let's try it that way. I guess I misunderstood. Darn technology. When you log in, just so I know that there is someone here, there should be an option to ask a question. Just simply type in, hey, hey, this is so-and-so. Just so, one, I know you're here and I can enter you into the raffle. And two, that way I don't feel like I'm talking to cyberspace. So I'm going to give everybody a couple more minutes. We've got 2 minutes. 2 minutes and counting. Let's see. Let's see, let's see. Let's see. All right, it is still showing 0 viewers. So again, if by any chance someone is logged on right now, there should be somewhere on the Hangout an option for you to ask a question. For your question, just type in, hey, this is so-and-so, I'm here, just so I know that there is someone, or let me know on Facebook. Either way, just so I know that we have people, I definitely would like to do that. So, let's see. Gonna wait a couple more minutes. We're gonna wait a couple more minutes. Still showing 0 viewers. If for whatever reason viewers is not working correctly and there is someone out there watching my pretty face, please go to where it's a Q&A. There should be a Q&A option. Type in a question. Just say, hey, I'm here, or something to let me know that there is indeed someone there. And if not, well, that's cool too. Section, just let me know on Facebook, hey, I'm here, I see you, I hear you, all of that good stuff. I am going to wait until we have a couple people here, or at least one person here. So if you're the shy little person who doesn't want to say anything like I normally am, now is your time to pipe up and be like, hey, no, I'm here, you so lots going on this week, and as much as I would love to sit and wait for everybody, that just can't happen. And I know those that are here, I don't want to make any longer than you have to. I like to be prompt and punctual about these things. So we are waiting, and we are waiting, and yeah. My shoot's sticky. Mm-hmm. So it says we have one viewer. Yay, viewer. If you wouldn't mind there should be a box somewhere that will allow you to ask a question, just to see if that is working. If you can find the Q&A, type in a question, whether it's hi, my name is so and so, or what's your favorite color, or something. That way I know who all we have here. The viewing counter messed up on me last night, and so I'm always and that way we know if the question and answer thing works. If you can't find it, then you can just let me know on Facebook, hey, I'm here. Because like I said, we did have trouble with it last night. It kept telling me that there were 0 viewers, and it turned out there was 1. So that's great. Let's see. We're going to give it a couple more minutes before we get started. I want to give everybody time to log in. And yeah. So again, if you can find the Q&A button, for me, I have to roll over on the left-hand side of the screen that pops up. It may be somewhere else for you. If you find a Q&A button, ask a question, and yeah. Delete that question permanently. Let's see. I'm going to try to wait another 5 minutes or so before we get started. Let's see. Well, something dinged for me. Let's see. Still trying to figure out this whole thing. Let's see. Save. I'm still fairly new to Google Hangouts. That's why, again, I ask if you can find that Q&A button to ask questions. And they're all called applause. I'm not sure how that shows up on the viewer end, but there should at least be Q&A where you can ask a question. I'm assuming that's what it is. Like I said, I'm new to this still, and still learning as I go. So another 2 minutes or so. Let's see. Oh, my hip. I'm an old lady in disguise, I swear. 1 minute to go, and then I will start. So, yeah. Hello, Jamie. Yay, now I know my question and answer thing works. Even better. Yay. Okay, I'm going to give it another minute before I go on to anything. Last night when I did this, I ended up waiting like an hour and a half before anyone ever showed up, and it was really kind of sad. I just like sat here and was like, okay, all right, everybody, that's cool. So we'll see if we get anybody else in the next minute or so. There we go. Let's see. Okay. I don't think anyone else is coming. So I guess, Jamie, since I don't think anyone else is coming, and you're a consultant under me and all that, that's all right. I'll do a demo and use it almost like, I guess, a practice run for you, I guess, or something viewed as a training session type thing. So if you've got questions on, hey, how should I do this, or anything like that, just feel free to ask and be like, oh, hey, Kayla, what about this? Or if you have any feedback to give me, because I am still new at all of this too. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I don't think anyone else is going to show up. So, recap. I'm going to go ahead and go through my presentation, or my little demo, or whatever we can call this thing. My goal is to keep it under 30 minutes. So if I go over or something, just be like, hey, Kayla, shut up. And I'll be like, oh, okay, sorry. So, yeah. So the first thing that I'm going to put my website and my name up here on my mirror. And you can see I'm going to use a Sharpie marker. And we'll see why in a little bit. My son actually gave me the idea to do this because he is constantly coloring on my board and my mirror with Sharpie markers. Alright, put that nice and big. KaylaChesney.norwex.biz. So there's the website where, if at any time through tonight's presentation you want to look at a catalog or look up and be like, hey, what you talking about? Crazy lady over there. That's where you can do it. KaylaChesney.norwex.biz. Obviously, my name is Kayla Chesney. And I have been with Norwex since August of this year, so not very long. And it really has, in every sense of the word, really has changed my life. Norwex has helped me move away from chemicals and live greener. I started a recycling initiative in my household. My husband thinks I'm crazy. And everything we clean with water, no chemicals. Chemicals are bad. I don't even walk through the chemical aisle anymore. And that is partially due to just finding out exactly how bad chemicals really are. I really didn't think it was that bad until I heard some of the statistics on it. And I've actually got some of those with me tonight in my notes. Which I have misplaced the one that had I misplaced my statistic sheet. But a couple of them that I do know right off the bat, just because they are that amazing. Not in the good sense, but just, oh my gosh, how is that even possible type of thing, is that 54% of stay-at-home mothers, because of their increased exposure to chemicals in the home, are actually 54%, have a 54% higher chance of dying from cancer. And that's partially due to the chemicals that are used in the home. I found my statistic sheet as well. The Environmental Working Group has detected 287 chemicals found in the cord blood of newborns. So that's 287 chemicals that are in our precious, precious babies at birth, which is terrifying to me. I'm all about, I don't want anything that's not supposed to be in my body, and it really freaks me out. And so for them to have found 287 chemicals in newborn, brand new itty bitty babies is just heartbreaking to me. Of those 287, 180 cause cancer in human or animals. So these are cancerous chemicals. 217 are toxic to the brain and nervous system. And 208 cause birth defects or abnormal development in animal tests, which, again, is just astounding to me that they're at birth, there's these chemicals there that can harm our babies. And that's just from our constant exposure to them. And so what I really love about Norwex is that we cut down and eliminate all of that chemical stuff. We don't have any chemicals at all in our stuff. We clean with either water and extremely good microfiber, or we use enzyme products, or a combination of the two. Now, the enzyme products work by using natural protein enzymes to act as a catalyst to break everything down into water and CO2. So water and carbon dioxide, which is good. I mean, that's way better than the toxic fumes and everything else. So I'm going to talk a little bit today about our basic stuff. This is the stuff that comes in our household cleaning pack. And I've got my EnviroCloth with me today. I'll show you the pretty one. My EnviroCloth. Now, this is made of our Norwex microfiber. Unlike traditional microfiber, which only has to be 1/6 the size of a human strand of hair, our microfiber is 1/200th the width of a human strand of hair. And there is actually enough fiber in this cloth. I mean, I don't have a big head, or I don't have a small head, but you can kind of guess the size from that. There's enough material in this cloth to be stretched from Canada to Mexico. So all of that woven into this little bitty cloth that's that much more surface area to pick up everything. And that's exactly what Norwex does. The EnviroCloth picks up everything and traps it inside the cloth itself with a triangular weave, which is really, really fancy. So once it's in here, nothing gets out. It's there. When we've also got silver that has been woven into the fibers. I actually learned at a meeting not too long ago that we actually fuse the silver in with the fiber itself instead of, trying to like weave it in there, or using nano silver, which can leach out. Our micro silver is in there. It's not coming out. We can cut it. We can tear it. We can do whatever. The silver will not come out of your EnviroCloth, which is awesome because you don't want it to come out. You want it to stay in there. Silver is an antimicrobial, and so that means that germs cannot survive in the presence of silver. And once our awesome fiber traps it in there, it's in there. It's not getting out. And the germs will not survive. It eliminates the germs. So, I always say we clean with our EnviroCloth, and we shine, we polish, make things look pretty and shiny and new with our window cloth. So, to kind of show you how this works, if you remember, I wrote my name and information up in Sharpie because that's an awful, awful thing to do. Now, it's dried for a little bit, and so you can see it up there. I've got water in my little spray bottle. Norwex does sell a better spray bottle, and I'm actually waiting on mine to come in. This is just a little cheap one I got at the Dollar Tree that leaks all the time. So, really is a pain in the butt. So, I'm going to take it and spray my name. Just kind of tack it there. And, oh, water drips everywhere. All right, and then I'm going to take a paper towel that I have. Remember that plain water, and I'm actually going to wipe this side. And you can see it, well, a little bit comes off. Not much at all. You know, not much at all. And then I'm going to use my yucky, dirty, needs to be clean one. This one is my EnviroCloth. Spray it again. And you can see that's already coming off much better. If it would focus, there we go. Now, I mean, it is Sharpie, so it does take a little bit of pressing down on. We do sell a cleaning paste. It's actually one of our customer specials this month, where you can get your EnviroCloth and your cleaning paste bundled together for a lot cheaper than it would be buying them separate. So after you clean up an area with the EnviroCloth, and this demonstration does work better using lipstick, I just have lost mine and have not been able to find it. So there's that. And you can also put like butter on the mirror or window, and that comes off really well as well, and shows that our cloths really do pick up everything. So keep that in mind, Jamie, when you're doing stuff, because it's really, really cool that way too. All right, and then so I'm going to finish cleaning this, because if not, it will bug me. So we do have the cleaning paste. There's also a demo that I like doing. I did it at my mom's house, and she absolutely, I thought she was going to kill me. I actually let my 3-year-old nephew take a Sharpie and draw on my mom's tile flooring, and then cleaned it off with the cleaning paste. And it was an orange Sharpie on white tile, and it kind of scared me for a minute because it didn't want to come off. And sure enough, you just sit there, and I rubbed at it long enough and it came right off. No problem. Well, this dried on Sharpie is embarrassing, to say in the least. Should have tested that a little bit better. Oh, I'll get the rest of it later. Stay. So, we've talked about our EnviroCloth. We've talked about our window cloth, which is also great for windows, mirrors, windshields. I used it to clean the inside of my windshield the other day. TVs, I've used it on my computer screen. The only thing about our window cloth is it cannot be used on anti-glare surfaces. So my pretty glasses that need to be cleaned like every other hour, I'm getting an optic scarf for that. That is wonderful. I can't wait to get it. So I would be sure to mention that when talking about the window cloth. The third item that we have is our dusting mitt. And my dusting mitt is actually loaned out to another consultant right now. But I would like to show you a picture of one. This is also for anyone else who is on the Hangout that maybe snuck in. This is our dusting mitt as seen in our catalog. So this is great to pick up everything. I use it to dust almost daily just because I love it so much, and my son actually gets it and uses it a lot too. National Cancer Institute found that there are 34 toxic chemicals in household carpet dust, including pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, and PCBs. So all of this dust, when I'm using my dusting mitt, gets trapped inside, and I don't have to worry about it anymore because it's there. And I can use my rubber brush, or I'm just going to scrape mine out for right now, to clean that off quick and easy. Now, while we're talking about that, we're going to transition into how to care for our Norwex stuff, because I think this really is where a little bit of change comes into our households for the better. One of the most toxic chemicals in our home is fabric softener. And that's because it's got so many toxic chemicals in there, so many harsh chemicals. I mean, think about it. This is something that is taking a shirt, something that's got many fibers that make it rigid and make it stiff enough to, not be see-through and that kind of thing. So this is a rigid shirt, and we use fabric softener to make it less rigid. That means there's less fibers in there because we're breaking it down with those toxic chemicals. And honestly, if it can break down the fibers in my shirt, I don't know that I want it on my skin. So I've been a fabric softener-free household for a couple of years now. And that's a good thing because with our Norwex, no fabric softeners, no dryer sheets, nothing like that, because it will actually get into the microfiber. It will coat your dryer in chemicals that could hurt your microfiber, and you don't want to do that. These our microfibers should last you easily 2 years. That's what our warranty is for. But it definitely could last longer than 2 years. So if you use fabric softeners, I would honestly advise you just to stop. Please stop. Because that is toxic chemicals that your clothes are coated in and that now you're putting on. But of course, I understand not everyone wants to give up the soft clothes and the good scents. And so I want to show everybody our solution to that. So these are our dryer balls made of 100% New Zealand wool, which I think is fascinating. And they will soften your fabric. They reduce the drying time. They are chemical free, of course, like all Norwex products. They reduce lint and wrinkles, all natural, environmental friendly, and they're economical as well, just because of how long they last. Now, and they also have the 2-year warranty, excuse me, and they reduce the drying time up to 25 cents, 25%. Jeez, can't talk today. So not only are we saving you money in the dryer sheets, not only are we trying to save your health from the toxic chemicals, but it'll also save you on your energy bill because now you're not running that dryer as long. So, and if you really miss that smell, we also have odor eliminator. I haven't been able to get my hands on it just yet, but when I do, I'm excited because everyone says it's got such a pleasant smell, and you can actually dilute it in a spray bottle with water, 1 part odor eliminator to 7 parts water, and it will also replace your Febreze or your air freshener of choice. So that's that many less chemicals that you're now spraying into your home. I keep dropping my catalog over here. So, looping back around to how to care for your Norwex products, and tying in with laundry, we also have Ultra Power Plus, also known as UP. It's our laundry detergent. You need very, very little of it. A little bit goes a long way with this. In fact, you can use anywhere from a quarter of a teaspoon up to, I think, some people have to use 1 to 2 tablespoons, just depending on everybody's washer and water pressure and all of that on what you need to use. But UP has no fillers, and it's great not just for laundry, but for treating stains or cleaning. I have heard stories of people using UP to clean anything and everything under the sun. So that's also another wonderful, wonderful thing. I see a viewer has joined us. I want to say welcome. We are talking about using UP to clean all kinds of stuff. So again, using UP to clean your cloths, which you can see mine need to be cleaned tonight. I will be cleaning them tonight. I use the dishwashing liquid for mine, which you can also do. Let me see if I can get it out here. We have our dishwashing liquid. This is what you have a chance to get free. It's rather a big bottle. When you make a purchase of, I believe it's $30 or more, $35 or more from me, and for attending this hangout. So you have on here, you would just put a little bitty dab on there, deep, deep, deep. Take it and rub it together. Run it under hot water, and that's it. Every once in a while, you might want to deep clean your Norwex cloths. Like mine could probably use a good deep clean. And that you would soak it in UP, in an UP and water solution, and wring it out there, and hang it up to dry. It's that easy, really quick. So there's those. We've got about 10 minutes left. If anybody has any questions, please go ahead and ask now. Use your little question box. If not, just say, hey, I'm good. So again, just a small recap in case we've got some people coming in late. Norwex uses amazing microfiber to pick up and trap germs in our cloths. Once they're in there, they will not survive in the presence of the silver that is woven into our cloths. Now, I'm not sure if I mentioned this earlier or not, but our cloths will not cross-contaminate anything. Once it's in there, it is in there. You don't have to worry, if you wipe up gross chicken gunk and then you go back and, wipe another part of the counter, you don't have to worry about the chicken gunk going back onto your counter. Once it's in the cloth, it's in the cloth until you clean it out. And again, that's with your hot water or your dish liquid. And I actually shared a picture on the event page of our protein tests. It shows how well Norwex cleans versus anything else. If anyone has any questions, go ahead, type them now. I'm going to go over a couple more products that we have. Oh, there it is. I have a Sperry sponge. These are all some of my favorites, by the way. They're by no means like top-ish or anything like that. You can go online to our catalog to view more, and I'll be going over some catalog items in just a moment. So my Sperry sponge is great for cleaning stuck-on messes. I use it to clean my stove and pots and pans a lot. And we also have probably my favorite is the mopping system. So it's got a telescopic handle. So let's see. Yeah, so you can go up, you can go down, whatever, float your boat, get up to your chin to properly use it. And then it's got like a Velcro. And those are for our mop and our dry and our wet mop pads. If I can get them out from underneath my bucket here. So we've got a wet mop pad. You just stick it on. You'll wet it first and then stick it rather than spraying water, because then it doesn't, like spraying water straight to your floor, because sometimes it doesn't like to function like that. So, and there we go. And this one is my dry pad. You can also buy a bracket conversion system. It'll attach to your telescopic candle, and it allows you to put a window cloth on there. So if you've got like really high ceilings, you can reach up there to clean. If you're trying to get windows that are really high, you can get up there to clean. Things like that. So, couple of honorable mentions in the catalogs, just because, like I said, I don't have nowhere near everything in the catalog. I'm still waiting on getting a couple of my items. So I have, let's see, we're going to go through here. Some of my favorite products just from what I've seen and things that I can't personally wait to get. If I can flip back here and find it. We do have personal care items as well, which are really, really cool, and I haven't actually had a chance to get any of those yet as well, but at least once a day, probably way more than once a day, I want the body pack. If you go online to our catalog, it's page 49. There's not a really good picture on here of them, but it's a Norwex microfiber suede washcloth. You don't have to use soap. Soap will actually probably gunk up your cloth and make it not work as well. But it's a washcloth, and you can clean your face with it. You can clean your body with it. And just like all of our other stuff, it sucks up all the gross stuff and traps it in there, and you don't have to worry about it anymore. So I can't wait for that. So that one's probably my favorite out of our regular catalog and from our personal care. We've also got a baby line of everything, and the baby body pack, I've heard is really good to use to replace wipes, like baby diaper wipes. And I've heard of people using them on the babies and cleaning the babies with them, because it is soft and you don't have to worry about chemicals, so there's nothing that's gonna hurt the baby. I actually saw something the other day where anything tear-free anything, all it does, it's a chemical in it that numbs your tear ducts. And that's terrifying, because like I'm very particular around babies. Like I don't want them to be around chemicals, of course. I want them to be safe and happy, and just, no, chemical is bad. And so when I saw that this tear-free stuff that I've been using on my son is just loaded with chemicals that numbs your tear ducts, that's horrifying. I don't want that. So just another way Norwex can help save you from the atrocities of chemicals at this point. We do have a couple more things in here. Let's see what I want to show you. I will show you from our new products. We have the double-sided mop. And you can see that little boy is highly concerned about his mommy using that double-sided mop. You can see the pink that she has on there is the dry mop. And you can flip it over and get the gray wet mop. Or whatever configuration you want to do. If you want to do dry, dry, wet, wet, however it works. It really helps if you're in a hurry and just want to go, instead of, changing out mop pads, which I don't mind doing. But if you've got a large area to clean, or you're in one of those, oh crap, my mom's coming over, I have to clean my house really, really fast type of moods, then that would help. We also have, you know what, I'm going to share the stainless steel drinking straws. Now, people may be thinking, why the heck will I want to drink out of a stainless steel straw? Like, that's weird. Well, yes, it is a little weird. But what's even more weird and just kind of ridiculous is that 5 million plastic straws are actually used each day and trashed. And so that's 5 million plastic straws that are ending up in our landfills. And it's just, in fact, according to our catalog, plastic straws are one of the top 10 debris items ingested by sea life. So all those really cool fish that are floating around down there with Nemo and Marlin and Dory, they could be ingesting the plastic straws that we throw away. And so we have stainless steel straws to replace that. And that's probably one of my favorite fall 2014 products. So we just hit the 30-minute mark. I'm going to stop talking now. If you guys have any questions at all, anything, please ask me in the Q&A section of the Hangout. Or you can find me on Facebook. I'm here. If you have any feedback you want to give me, like, hey, you talk too much, or whatever it may be, please let me know. Give me the feedback. I like feedback. I'm always learning. And I thank you for your time and hope to see everybody on the event page. If you would like to place an order with me, please contact me directly on Facebook to put your order in. Everything has to be put, it's weird, it's got to be put in a certain way for Nina to get her hostess rewards, which is always good. We're always looking to reward our hostesses. And thank you, everybody. And I will see you around at the event page. Thank you.